You are watching The Convo with Dr. Frida and James Wetu. Convo, encouraging conversation that matter.
And we really appreciate for the love that you've shown, the comments, the likes, the compliments, Frida and I, it's not the first time we had Steve. He's spoken so much about target marketing, quite a lot. You remember the sniper marketing and the kind of a shotgun kind of marketing. And so I'm joined again today by Steve Nzioka. Steven has been my friend for some time, and man, the guy is loaded with information, and so we're going to be tapping into what he'll be sharing with us and all that stuff. It's good that I introduced Steve so that you understand the person we are and having this conversation with. And Steve is a marketing and technology consultant with over 10 years of experience in the SME sector, assisting smaller businesses, and he co-founded Websoft Development. It's a company dealing with, it's a consulting firm actually, helping small businesses be visible online, with websites, all that kind of things. They help small business launch. And what? He has been working with African Merchant Assurance Corporation. He's also been working with agrochemical and food company, UNICEF, and quite a number of other companies like CDI Africa. And so he's a person who understands this area critically, especially the area of digital marketing, social media marketing, that kind of thing. And the most important thing is a certified digital marketer and a certified professional coach. So we are in safe hands when we are discussing marketing with Steve. So for now, I want to introduce Steve. Steve, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
It's been a while.
Yes.
Been a while.
Yes.
How has your week been?
My week has been great.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to wrap up the year.
Yes. Wow.
Plan
Yes.
for 2021 now that we're in December.
Yes.
But my week has been great.
Wow.
Thank
Great.
you.
And your family too.
My family as well.
Wow.
Yes.
Welcome so much. You may want to say hi to our viewers.
Yes, thank you so much, viewers. As James said earlier, I think it's an honor to just sit before you, for you lending your ears and your eyes, as we engage on this marketing talk. I think as James said, marketing is the oldest profession, and it doesn't matter whether you own a business,
Yes.
or you're employed, we all do some form of marketing.
Yes.
We all sell something.
Yeah.
If you're employed, you're selling your skills.
Yes.
You're selling your know-how to your
yes.
employer.
Yes.
Your employer.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, we are all marketing in one
Sure.
way or another.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
And marketing is all about delivering value.
Delivering
It's
value.
having something that someone desires.
Yes. And
Yeah.
be able to communicate
And being able
what you're
to.
able to offer.
Definitely.
Amazing.
Yes.
So today, really, I think marketing, because it's very old, there's so many disruption. It has changed, has taken new forms and all that stuff. So there are quite different ways that we are marketing our products.
Yes.
Right now the popular, especially the fact that the COVID has come and disrupted quite a number of things the way we know them.
Yes.
Social media has become a very good tool for marketing, yourself, your products, your business, your company, all those kind of, disruptions, And today we want to discuss about one aspect of marketing that we call, content marketing. And my first question, maybe we'll go to Steve to help us understand what content marketing is.
Yes, James.
Yes. So Steve, when we talk about content marketing, what do we imply?
Well, content marketing is a form of marketing approach.
Yes.
Whereby you always endeavor to produce content, that is to create content.
Yes.
And by here content, we mean content can be in any format.
Yes.
So it could either be written text,
Yes.
it could be a recording, an audio recording, it could be a video recording,
Yes.
It could be actually be visuals like pictures.
Pictures.
You've seen memes and infographics. So any form of information that can be packaged to relay whatever you want to relay
yes.
can be termed as content. Yes.
Okay.
So what content marketing is that process whereby you're able to generate content, you know, and publish or distribute it
Yes.
to a very clear, you know, a well-defined audience.
Okay.
And not just by any content. This is useful content, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
helpful content, this is relevant content that you're producing for your target audience.
yes,
you
yes.
know, on a consistent basis. You know.
Yeah.
And what that content enables you to do is attract and even retain
Your
that
customers.
audience
Yes, yes.
as you endeavor to, you know, as you endeavor to deliver or rather
Yes.
to drive
Yes,
profitable customer actions. Because marketing at the end of the day,
Yeah.
there's something you're promoting.
of course.
Yes.
Of course.
And at the end of the day, it involves the exchange of something. So you're delivering a product
Yes.
or a service in
Yes.
exchange of money.
Money, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So anytime I'm posting my photo on Facebook or, you know, Instagram, I'm basically putting some content there.
Yes.
It's only that maybe sometimes it's not deliberate,
Yes.
or it's not something that is targeted to achieve certain
Objectives.
response or objective.
Yes.
Amazing. So basically, when I'm doing my content marketing, what are the benefit of doing this content marketing other than maybe any other form of marketing?
Marketing. Well, you know, with any form of marketing, like we have touched on in the past,
Yes.
there needs to be a very strong why. You know, every action that we do is determined by what's the outcome. You know,
The why.
what outcome do we want to have
Yes.
at the end of it all? So with content marketing, ultimately what you're looking towards
Yes.
is promoting your product. Yeah. And you're promoting your product so that people can be aware about it, and of course people can buy.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So now, why content marketing is what we call the new age form of marketing is it's not intrusive in nature as the older form of marketing that we know. In fact, what content marketing is sort of like a subset of an approach of marketing that we call inbound marketing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereby you are not per se promoting your product with a lot of, you know,
Yeah,
you're not
the way
hammering
you know
down
the
or shoving your
infomercials
product
and all that.
yes,
Yes.
down people's throats. Otherwise, you're letting your content do
The talking.
for you.
For you.
Yes. So ultimately, what you're endeavoring to do, yes, at the tail end, you're looking to sell,
Yes.
but your approach is not to ask for that
For a
sale,
purchase,
but
yes.
is to give, and give.
Give.
So you always
yes,
endeavor to
yes,
educate your audience
yes.
about a certain, you know, a certain problem
Yes.
or a certain need that they have, you know.
Yes.
You endeavor to inspire them, you endeavor to entertain them, depending on your desired outcome. But ultimately, what you're using your content to do is to bring in this person back to your business,
Back to your business.
you know, and position yourself as the most ideal person,
Ideal
there.
person. Yeah.
As an authority, as an expert in whatever you're doing,
Okay.
either as a product vendor or a service provider,
Yes.
you know, so that they can buy from you.
Yes.
Yes. So you asked about the benefits.
Yes.
Why the benefits? Why content marketing?
Why content marketing?
As
Yes.
opposed to this other old form of marketing.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry.
It's okay.
At this age,
Yes.
I think in the marketplace, there's a lot of noise.
Of course.
In
yes,
most cases,
yes,
whereby
yes,
whatever product you're selling, there are about 100 or so other people that are selling the same product. You know, so it becomes a really hot mess in terms of trying to position yourself, you know, as the ideal
solution provider.
solution or product vendor, for that matter. So for you to be able to separate yourself from that noise,
Yes.
then of course you need to use a different strategy.
Of course. Yes.
You know, and at the end of the day, I think it's always good to have in mind that people are not looking to.
Yes. Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Customers don't wake up every day and ask themselves, you know, I think today I need to buy from James.
Yes.
You know, customers are really interested in solving their problem.
Of course. Yes.
You know, so
yes.
what so in
I
their
think
mind,
that is important that everyone
Yes.
understand that.
Yes.
And the focus is the customer trying to solve his or her need.
his or her problem or his or her need.
Yes.
So by that time, your product is nowhere in the picture. Yes. And so it's upon your content now to position your product as
Yes.
the best fit
Yes.
for that need or that problem that they're having.
Yes.
You know, without now passing out as this sleazy
Yes.
used car salesman, you know, and you're trying to say that your product can do 1,000,000 and one things.
Yes.
And behind you, there's a lineup of 100 people who are selling the same product as
You
you.
must find a way to differentiate yourself.
You have to find a way to differentiate
And that's what you're
yourself.
saying. Content marketing comes and
Yes.
helps you differentiate yourself from the competition.
Definitely.
Wow.
Definitely.
I think it's, Steve. I think content is. I think it's a huge thing in the sense that what you're doing. Let's say I have products or I have a service.
Yes.
Other than using the traditional way or maybe the other form where I got elected to the customer and tell, hey, by the way, I'm selling this. These are the benefits.
Yes.
You now come and start educating a client or this potential customer
Yes.
about a certain product or a certain how to live. Well, for example, if it's about food industry, could start educating the people about the need for healthy lifestyle, why you need to have a balanced diet, where you can get minerals, the importance of minerals in your body, the importance of vitamins, and where you can get the vitamins. At the end of the day, you're trying to bring this person to you.
Yes.
By like, by the way, you're so knowledgeable.
Yes.
I think you can provide me with the solution that I need.
Yes, definitely.
Wow.
Definitely.
Wow.
I think adding on to that,
Yes.
I think the current customer has, you know, with the advent of technology and the platforms that we have now and the ease of access to information,
Yes.
you know, it's become apparent that, you know, a customer now has the power
Customer has the power.
in terms of them making a decision
Yes.
as to what
Yes.
they
Yes.
would want and whom they should buy from.
Yes.
You know, so it's not a matter of then back in the days, they didn't have many options in as far as trying to review, you know, who is the best candidate
Yes.
for me to buy from. But now with the advent of technology and review sites,
Yes.
you know,
Yes, yes.
now a customer, before they come and make a purchase, there's a process that they have gone through, you know,
The
to do
buyer's
their
journey.
own research, yes, so that they are confident that once they make that purchase decision, then it's the best decision, you know.
Yes.
And so with that in mind, then it tells you that buying process begins way earlier before even that person shows up.
Yeah. At your shop.
At your shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for you, if you're smart enough, then you should be keen to be found wherever this person will do their research in order for them to arrive at your product or your service.
I think that is huge,
Yes.
Steve.
Yeah,
And that's why you're doing content marketing.
that's why you do.
So that in case this, and it's true, this is what you call the buyer's journey.
Yes,
And sometimes the buyer, like we said last time, I might not know I have a need until I'm made aware of the need.
yes,
And maybe content marketing could help me understand the need that I have.
yes,
And what do you think?
Yeah.
The first person who gave me the information is the first person to go to.
definitely.
Amazing. So, Steve, I do learn a blog. And I think one of ways we, content is, through blogging. And I must say it's not easy trying to, come up with content, writing down, sharing information with people. Where do you get the inspiration from? Assuming you have a small business that you want to share with, your potential clients or someone you don't know. How do you get the inspiration to be able to build up content?
I think as we said earlier, it always has to start with a why.
Yes.
You know, at the end of the day, as you're putting up your blog,
Yes.
there's something that you endeavor to achieve at some point in time.
Yes.
And that why is really what builds the momentum inside you to be able to come up with the content pieces if you're writing a blog,
Yes.
in order to actually speak to this person who is your ideal customer.
Yes.
Or audience for that matter.
Yes.
Whether you're looking to sell a product at some point in future, or even for you, what you're aspiring to do probably in the meantime
Yeah.
is to build a community around your topic of
Interest.
of your topic of interest as you do blogging.
Yes.
Yes. So one, of course, the drive has to be in you. That's number one. Number two, also, when you're writing this content, you're not writing it for yourself.
Yes.
You're writing it for your audience. You know. So a lot of inspiration will come, or rather be informed by the needs of this audience.
Okay.
Because they are the ones who define what sort of content that they would want to consume from you.
Yes.
See, as like we said earlier, why this approach is different is because you don't do something you think would be the best fit for your potential customer, but rather you put yourself in your customer's shoes and ask yourself, for me as a customer, what would I want to be, what sort of content would I want to be engaged with?
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
So it's more of one, analyzing your customer, getting to understand their needs, you know, you understand their problem.
Yes.
So as you do your content pieces, whether you're doing your podcasting or you're writing your article, then you see you're hitting on those, you know, on those pain points, for that matter.
Yes.
So the inspiration, of course, comes from you understanding their customer better, your customer better than they understand themselves.
Yes. Understanding your customer better.
And of course, as now looking at where we are now, there's so many blogs, people have taken up this online space, and there are people, of course, who are really flourishing. And you can draw inspiration from them.
Yes.
And more so by looking at what is working for them.
Yes.
For me, I always say, I always endeavor to do what they do, not what they say. So you can study people who have succeeded, probably, in running a blog, and they've been able to amass quite a sizable and an enviable following. And for me, I always say, when you study those people, then you'll be inspired on how you can be able also to put up your content and even explore ways of how you can engage your community so that you can, you know, achieve what you want to achieve at the end of the day.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing. So basically, Steve, what I'm getting here is, you're doing a lot of investment. You're creating content.
Yes.
Telling customers, sharing information with the customers.
Yes.
And aren't you helping the competition?
At the end of the day, that's a very good question. That's a very good question. But at the end of the day, there's something that we always say. At the end of the day, any business transaction, or what marketing and business has culminated to in this day and age, is about relationships.
Relationships.
Is courting relationships with your would-be customers and even your existing customers. You know, at the end of the day, it's people who sell to people. It's not corporations that sell to people.
I was told people buy from people.
And people buy from people.
Yes, and maybe that's something we need to explain maybe next time when we say people buy from people.
Yes.
Yes.
And you see now, people feel more at ease when they know they are addressed, you know, their needs are addressed, their concerns are addressed, you know, and they're not talking to a robot.
Yes.
You know, or they're not talking to this structure that cannot respond, it cannot fill their needs, you know, and meet them at their point of need. So at the end of the day, as you engage people with content, it's like you're courting a relationship with them. And understand that with content marketing, it never really ends when that exchange happens, that transaction happens, where you get the commodity or get the service, and the person, you know, they get the service or the product and you get the money, you know. At the end of it all, what you're trying to do is build a very engaged audience that will continue to buy from you. And most importantly, people also who you can actually turn to become ambassadors for your products, you know, and, you know, fans of your business. So it means you have to treat them, they're like your family.
Yes.
You know, and if you're keen to follow even some of these big brands, they're very keen on building a community. And really, what a community, what that means is they endeavor to build meaningful relationships with their audience.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, what you aspire to do is you relate
It's
And now with
relationship.
technology, then it enables you to be able to do that at scale.
Okay.
Whereby now we have platforms where you can be able to produce content and
Yes.
they can engage, they can reply, they can, they can share, they can reach out to you, and it feels more genuine, it feels more real.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's why now content marketing works really, really,
Very
really well.
yes.
Because
yes.
it comes from that place where you understand your customer and you're really invested
Yes.
in their, in them growing, in them getting a breakthrough.
Yes.
Of course, by using your product or your service. So it's like you're invested in their success.
Yes.
And the moment that happens, then you see that tips everything now. And now you have a customer for life.
Oh, wow.
Because that's what now turns now into what we call customer loyalty. It further enhances the customer experience.
Yes, yes.
And you give this person no reason to be able to walk to your competitor. So I think I've answered
you don't have to worry
so you don't really have to worry about,
yes. Because
am I helping my
yes,
competitors?
I'm just dishing out information out there.
I think there's something that we call, I think it's reciprocity.
Yes.
The moment you do good to someone,
it is reciprocated.
yes, they'll always feel indebted.
Yes.
And they'll always want to give back.
And also I think there's that belief
Or to reciprocate,
yes. Yes. And also there's that, I think there's that sort of belief that you are the person who knows
Definitely.
with the information.
Yes.
So you must be, a genius in
Yes.
that industry. So
You see
they
now-
trust you more.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
seem to have the information.
You seem to have the information and
Yes.
you've invested in them understanding. You've
Yes.
invested in
the
educating them about
understanding.
your
Yes.
product and
Yes.
the solution.
Yes.
While your competitor is busy selling. And you see now how that for them it seems you're not really invested. You just want to sell your product.
And there's this thing that goes,
Yes.
people hate being sold to.
Yeah, people don't like being sold to. But they love buying.
They love buying.
So it's just a matter of which approach
That
do you
looks
use.
contradictory, but
Yes.
it's a strategy.
People don't like feeling as if you're, like you're hammering your
Yes,
product
on
down
them. Yes,
their
yes,
throat.
yes, yes.
Or, like a hawker who just pounces on you from whatever and tries to sell you something on the spot.
Okay.
And now you're like, no, I didn't ask for this. I wasn't thinking about this, so why? And as we said now with technology and everything, a customer is more informed and what they endeavor to, how they want to be engaged is you come to my space
Yes.
when I need you most. And you come the way that I would prefer you to,
Oh, yeah.
It's like you reach out to me with your material
Yes.
when I need it. So for you, you have to know when is the best time to communicate. Or to reach out
Okay.
to this potential customer with my content.
Wow, wow.
You know.
And maybe Steve, I would really love you to answer me
Yes.
on this one. I'm busy creating content here for my product, for my business and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And how do I ensure that at the end of the day I'm able to generate revenue for my business?
At the end of the day, everything with marketing and with content marketing for that matter, it's something that should be aligned to your business goals. It's something that should be aligned
to my
to
business
your sales
goals. Okay.
At the end of the day, when you're producing content, for it to be meaningful and for you to tell whether it's working for you or not, you really have to track and measure everything that happens.
Yes.
Because here we are saying, it's like we are playing the long game. We are not going for the kill now. We are just producing content to warm these people up.
Yes.
And now it's them who will be reaching out to us. Unlike the way we are used to. We see advertising and people who are promoting their product. But rather here we are using our content to educate this person so that at that point where they make that purchase decision, we will ultimately appear as the best fit or the best candidate because of how we have invested in them understanding, what this pain point is all about. You have already set yourself as an authority in your area. So, and as I said, with the reciprocity, they would really want to give back. And buy. Now with that is for you to be able to track and be able to ascertain with these pieces of content that I'm generating. This is the these are the results that I'm getting.
Yes, yes.
So assuming you're doing your blog and you're posting every week,
Yes.
you know, so you expect to get visitors to come and
Yes.
read your blog. So out of every posting that you make, how many visitors does it draw to your site?
Yeah.
And you see, those are things that you can measure. Nowadays, we have tools that can be able to track website visitors.
Yes, yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And understand, as you had said earlier, before someone comes to your store and buys, there's a process.
There's a process
that they go through, which we
Yes.
call the buyer's journey.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And as we said, it all starts from someone being a total stranger. And then because of something they saw that you shared on social media, or they searched you on Google and
Yes.
you have a website,
Yes, yes.
they chanced on your website. So they came onto your website, you know. And for you, you're also very deliberate in your messaging. So you see, everything has to tie to each other.
Yes, yes.
You know, so you posted something on social media that led this person to come onto your website, where now you dwell more
Yes,
on
yes.
this topic that they are interested in. So as you engage them with that content, you always endeavor for them to do the next step.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you either ask them, if it's a blog, to sign up for your newsletter,
Yes, yes.
so that they don't miss the next,
The next. Wow.
the next posting.
Yes, yes.
And so slowly what you're doing, you're leading them to the sale. Assuming it's a book that you're publishing
Yes.
and you want to sell. You know, so you're not going to sell the book directly,
Yes.
but you'll pick a chapter in the book
Yes.
and feature it, you know, do a blog
Yes,
blog
yeah.
article on that
Yes.
chapter. So they read, it's very engaging, and then you tell them, you know, for more information, you can, in fact, you can download a chapter.
Okay, sure.
I can give you access to like
First chapter.
the first chapter. But for you to do that, you have to give me your contact
Yes.
information.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, so you see, at every one of those touch points, you
Yes.
can actually measure the people that came to the website,
Okay.
the ones that subscribed to your email list,
Yes.
or they opted in to download that chapter,
Yes.
eventually down to the people who actually bought the book.
Yeah.
Because the content that they received, you shared with them for
Yes,
free,
for free,
was
yeah.
very much engaging, very
Engaging. They would
valuable.
love now to.
Yes.
Actually.
And you see, now once you're able to track all that and you're able to do your math,
Yes.
then you can be able to ascertain whether your content marketing actually works or not.
Or not, yes.
So here you can tie it to, are you looking to sell something?
Yes.
So you can equate it to the number of purchases that are made. Are you looking to build or rather to grow your following in terms, let's say, for example, your email list? So by every time you generate a piece of content, people are able to sign up on your email list, and every week you get like 10 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
You see, that's growth. Others equate it as, you know, I post it on my social media page, and I'm getting people who are liking and following my page. That is still growth.
Yes.
So that's how you measure whether your content
It's
marketing is working.
wow.
But at the end of the day, the true value of it
Yes.
is seeing money in the bank.
In the bank, yes.
So if you have a product or a service to sell, it should ultimately culminate to that.
to that.
And then now you can be able to say, out of these 4 pieces of content that I do,
Yeah.
is able to generate me 1,000 visitors to
Yes,
my
yes,
website.
yes.
Out of those 1,000, I'm able to generate, let's say, like 100 signups to my email list. Out of those 100 signups, I'm able to get 10 people who will reach out to me and want to buy the book.
Oh, yeah.
And out of the 10, 2 will eventually buy. But you
Wow.
understand, all these people are still in your pipeline.
Yes, yes.
So for those that wanted to buy and maybe for some reason they were not able to buy,
Yes.
the people you can still engage them further for them to buy.
Yes. Wow, I get it. I think this is huge, and time is really betraying us. But before you go, Steve, I have one question I would really love to answer, or maybe one or two, based on time.
Okay.
And one of the question I would really love you to help us answer.
Yes.
Is it really resource intensive? How expensive is it to develop content?
I think for me, it depends with what you want to do. One, of course, the nature of content that you want to
Yeah.
produce. You know, if you're writing
Yes.
and you're a writer, then there the cost is your time. You know,
Yes,
assuming that you've put up the infrastructure in place.
Yes,
As in
yes.
you've set up your website or
Yes.
you've set up your blog. And nowadays there are platforms that you can actually start blogging without even paying a single dime.
Sure, sure.
So you can activate your WordPress.com free account. You
Yes.
can activate your Medium.com account. And if you're very good with words,
Yes.
if you're a writer, then you can start writing almost immediately,
Immediately.
you know. And now here, depending on also one, who you're writing to,
Yes.
that also informs on the nature. So are you doing in-depth articles, or are you sharing information that is, you know, that is easy to consume and digest, you know?
Yeah.
So you understand all these things now really define.
Yes, yes.
One, of course, the format of content really defines now the cost at the end
The
of the
cost
day.
of the day, yeah.
Either the monetary cost or cost in terms of
Yes.
time and effort you put into it. And also, let's say, for example, you're doing a video.
Yes.
A video, of course, requires more
Some more time
more
and
resources.
yes, yes.
You need camcorders, you
Yes.
need, you know, you need to do the
Yeah,
video
quite a number of
shoot.
things. Yes,
So
sure.
you need to do the setup, you need to come up with the script,
Yes.
you know, you need to edit the video before you can actually post it.
Post it, yes.
As opposed to writing where you just write and then you give someone to proofread and you
And then you
publish.
publish,
You
yeah.
know.
Wow.
If it's
Wow.
podcasting, then you have to do the recording, you have to do the editing.
And all that. So,
Yeah, so
so
all
it depends on the kind of content
Yes.
you want to create.
the kind of content that you want to create.
Yes.
That is number one. So when it comes to cost, we consider waste, of course, the creation bit.
Yes.
So for you to create this content, will it cost you money?
Yes.
And the other part where most people never pay attention to, which is ultimately very important, the people who generate very good content.
Yes.
And they invest so much in generating the content, but they don't invest in promoting the content.
Promoting the
So
content.
what good is it for you to pen this really nice article
Yes.
and you don't even invest
Promoting it.
an extra
Coin.
effort or coin in promoting this content
Yes.
so that it can reach
More people.
more people?
Yes.
And you see, it's only beneficial if people are able to see,
Yes.
people are able to read, and people are able to engage with it.
Yes. Yes.
So in fact, I always advise people spend 20%
On content.
writing,
Yes.
generating, producing the content, and 80% in promoting the content.
Promoting the content.
And the promoting could be, you know, telling your friend,
Yes.
posting it on your social media, you know. Some people, they share it with influencers, you know,
Yes,
people who
yes.
have a massive following.
Yes.
Some people actually pay the buyers to
Ah.
promote their content. So you see the cost varies depending on
Depending on the
yeah,
content.
the type of content,
Yes.
the promotion,
Promotion.
you want to promote the content.
Yes.
Yes. And of course, is it something that would require not just yourself but other people?
Other
If you're
people.
shooting video and you're not a video person,
Okay.
then you need to engage someone to
Okay.
do the video, do the editing. So there are people you're paying,
Okay.
or probably it's your brother and sister,
Yeah.
or a friend
Yeah,
who's
sure.
good in this and
Yes.
they're helping
yes.
you out.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, good.
Yeah.
Steve, just final question, and I know the viewer might be wanting to, looking if I'll ask this question.
Yes.
How do I ensure the content that I'm creating goes viral or attract following or,
A massive following.
yes, in 1 minute.
Well, I wish there was a magic bullet or a formula
Yes,
that you
yes.
could
Use.
you could use so that your content can
viral.
can go viral.
Yes.
You see, ultimately here, content goes viral because people are engaging in it. People are finding it useful. You know, people are finding it relevant.
Yes.
You know, so there are certain. It means for you, you really have to do a lot of research into what is this, what sort of content resonates with my audience. You know, and how do they like their content? How do they
Yes.
like
Yes.
their content sound?
Yes. Yes.
You know, are they people who read,
Wow.
who spend time
reading,
5
yes.
or 10 minutes to read an article? If they are not, then it doesn't matter how much you invest in.
Yes. They
10
will not.
They'll never read.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so that's when now you consider. Then would I rather just shoot a 3-minute video,
Oh yeah.
or you know, or do an infographic where you just use graphics to you know use visuals.
Yes.
People say pictures speak 1,000 words.
Yes. Sure.
You know, or actually record myself.
Yes.
instead of penning it down, I'm just voicing it.
Voicing it, okay.
You know? So it's understanding what sort of content do people like
Okay.
being engaged with.
In.
That's number one. Number two, you have to speak into something that they are really seeking. Something they really, you know, something that's valuable.
Resonates with the
that
emotions,
really resonates with them. It really resonates with the emotion.
Yes.
You know, what makes them share at the end of the day is that it's hit a chord in them.
Yeah.
So it's visually appealing.
Yes.
It's
get
very
excited.
emotive content,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
You've packaged it in a format that is easily, you know, they would
Shareable,
want to
something.
share, and,
Yes.
you know, that content to benefit someone else.
Yes.
You know. And so those are some of the considerations that and as I said, we talked about even promotion. For it to go viral, then it means a massive, you know,
Kind of promotion.
people are actually seeing it.
Yes.
For you to get that scale in terms of viewership
Yes.
or readership, then of course you have to engage other people to help you distribute that content.
Yes.
Assuming you posted it on your page that has 200 followers, you know, unless those people are engaged, really engaged, and they would want to share out that content.
Yes.
By the way, there won't be so much buzz around it. But the moment you share it with someone you know who will
Yes.
find it useful, and they have a massive following, and they would have no qualms about sharing it. You see, now that you increase your chances of it being further broadcasted to people outside your network
Circles, yes.
and outside your circles. Yes.
Yes.
So when it comes to a content going viral, there are quite a number of factors that you need to
too.
consider. But I think at the end of the day, it's still luck.
Still luck.
You know, you could be talking about a topic that is really trending.
Yes.
And that's the other way I've seen now how people are able to go viral is pick on a trending topic. So how can you add your voice to
Into
it,
it, yes.
and further enhance or voice your opinion
Yes.
and ride on that wave that has already been generated
already.
So you see, it can ride on that wave and attract more clicks,
And
attract
all
more
that
shares,
stuff,
attract
yes.
more views. So it's a mix of
It's a mix of quite a number of
things.
strategies.
Yes.
Wow. But still there's some luck, like you're saying.
there's an element of luck. Definitely.
Steve, this conversation, you know, it never ends.
never
here.
ends,
It
yeah.
never
It never-
ends here. But there are two things that have come up very clearly, Steve, and I think we need to advance that conversation.
Yes.
One is the buyer's process.
Yes.
Like, where does the buyer start?
You really have to articulate that.
Yes. Then secondly, when you're talking about the content, there's something that come up, and maybe this is a question I should have asked you.
Yes.
What content do you start with?
Yes.
Then what do I go
What go
next?
to- what
And
do
so
you
this
go to
brings
next?
about the sales funnel and all that
Yes.
stuff, so that you have
Yes.
you with the customer on the
right
same journey
content for the right person at every
whichever
stage,
stage.
of that buyer's journey
Perfect.
that you are
I think that's
to.
a conversation we need to extend, maybe
yes.
continue next
Definitely.
time.
Yes.
Wow. That's what we had for today. Were it not for time, we could have continued having this discussion.
Yeah.
But because of the interest of time, we want to stop there. I'm so grateful. Thanks so much for watching, for tuning in. If you have questions there, we're gonna pick all of them and we're gonna answer them. Maybe in the next show, we'll be having Steve next time, and we're gonna answer. Steve, I'm so grateful.
Thank you,
Thanks,
James, for having me
for
again.
coming, and it's really a pleasure having you, with us all this time, and we are really grateful that you found time to, come and help us, encourage these kind of conversations.
Definitely.
Because I know there's so many people who are doing small businesses, and maybe if you don't have marketing, or you don't have a budget for your marketing efforts, then you may not amount to much. So marketing become very, very critical. And so from us, it's a bye-bye. Thank you so much for tuning in, and catch you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.